Hi back everyone. Welcome to a new video. So this one is an interesting one. I think that you're gonna enjoy that. So it's about Gann swing versus ballot swing. So sometimes some people say that, okay, I know how to use Gann swing and how to plot it on the chart, and even I know how to use ballot swing, but I don't know which one to use and where. So here, this video is for those people, and those people that they haven't watched the previous videos, please go and watch them. So it's going to be very beneficial for you. So you will thank me later, and it's for your own good. So then here I have made some lists to just clear out this confusion, and you will see that where to use Gann swing and why using it. Because if you don't know the logic behind it, you may not stick to it. So now that's why it's better just to go and make a note out of everything that is given here, record it anywhere that you want. So now, as you have already know, the way that we are defining Gann swing is very sensitive to any slight price movement, any breakout high, any breakout low of the last candle is important for us. So if any direction movement by high breakout, a low breakout, we have a new swing, a new actually leg. But in valid swing, we have more condition. It is not just breaking out of last candle, okay, last candle's high and low. We have to have the last candle should be actually a close of the last closing candle, and the break should be by closing of it. That's why it is less reactionary. It is less reactionary to the slight movement of the price, right? So now, as I already just talked about it, it is based on the wick breakout of the price. The Gann swing is so sensitive, and any high break and low break is either the continuation of the leg or break of the leg. So we don't have any difficulty identifying it. It's so easy. So then, but in this one, the valid swing, it has more condition to that one. Not only we have to have the breakout of the candles high and low, this breakout should be using closing candle, and the last candle that we have up closing candle or down closing candle in the bearish movement should be actually broken out, and this is the difference. So we have two more conditions in valid swings. So it means that, first of all, it must be the candle that we're considering as valid high or valid low. It should be last up closing candle or down closing candle. And the other candle which is coming and taking out the high or low of this candle, if we have the valid high, we have to take low of these candles, last closing candles, bullish last closing candles. But how do we take it? By close of a bearish candle under low of this candle. And if we are talking about the valid low, the last down closing bearish candles high should be taken by another bullish or green candles close, not wick. Okay, that's the main difference. So when we have a Gann swing, so two other conditions is that our last candle should be up closing or down closing comparing to the previous candles. So it means that it has momentum. And and the other condition is that the low of the bullish candle and the high of the bearish candle should be taken out by the close of the upcoming candles. So it is formed before valid swings. So the Gann swing is more sensitive. So, and our valid swing is forming after Gann swing is formed. So in other words, you can say that any valid swing is Gann swing. Okay. But not all of our Gann swings are valid swings. Okay. So the number of the valid swing is much less. The number is, of course, if you just have some of more conditions and some more filters, the numbers just reduces, okay? So then number of the valid swing is less than Gann swing on the chart. It has more noises in the chart and many confusion, okay? Some of them are causing confusion, but not in every places, okay? Actually, sometimes we need to use the Gann swing rather than valid swings, okay? So not to lose the chance of getting inside the chart. Trade, sorry. And here, as we talked about it, it has less noise on the chart. And the only reason that we're using valid swing is that We want to combine the movement by momentum, right? But we're going to make it mechanical so that valid swing turns out to be Gann swing turns out to be a valid swing, so that we have less confusion to decide if this moment is going to last or it is not going to last. And this is based on the momentum, the second criteria for momentum. You can just check it on momentum lesson, previous lessons. So I talked about 3 ways of measuring momentum mechanically, leg momentum. Okay, we don't have, still we haven't talked about the how to define our momentum based on the swings yet. Okay, I'm gonna just make another video for that. So they're gonna complement each other. Okay, so if we have a strong momentum there on the swing in the lower time frame, we're gonna just say that, yeah, this is the same. It's gonna confirm, and we have more confidence that. And here, the other difference is that it is better to use in fast-moving cycle. The Gann swing is, especially we use it in the higher time frame, structured time frame, right? So fast-moving cycles, if you're not familiar, the cycle one, we have also talked about it in the previous videos. So you have to learn about them. We have 5 or 6 market cycle. So you have to know them. When we have a strong channel, or a strong tight channel, let's say, or if you have a breakout or a spike phase, okay, so it's better to use Gann swing as your criteria to define in your structure time frame. So, but when it is a weak channel, or the movement is noisy, or even trading range, so you get confused. So clear out this confusion is very important. How do we use that? We turn all Gann swings to valid swings here. Okay, I'm gonna just talk about how to turn Gann swing to valid swing in this lesson as well. So the last and most important one is that it is better to use in the structure time frame last leg to define our trading bias. It means that we're going to take sell or buy, and as far as this actually leg is up moving, we're going to just think about buy. If it is down moving and it is down trend, we're going to think about sell. So, and when we're just breaking this one down, we're going to trading time frame, we're going to have valid swings there. Okay, so we're going to use it as not only the places and zones to take our trades there. If it is actually weak or wide, actually channel phases in lower time frame. So we also use this as a gauge and measurement of momentum. So if we have a retracement inside the zone, so it means that we are facing with a scenario of having wide channel. Okay, so when I explain about market cycle and how to just turn the momentum based on the swings to define market cycle, this will be more clear for you in the upcoming videos. So then let's go to the chart after you just cleared it up. Okay, on number 4 and number 6, and I can all of them, but number 1, 4, and 6 are most important one here. You can just take note of them. So here, if we just want to just compare Gann swing and valid pullback, okay. So here we started by bar, okay. Now we have a very last candle, which is last closing bearish candle. So because this candle's low, okay, this candle's close, let's say, is lower than previous candle's low. So that's why this is our bearish and last bearish momentum, bearish moving candle, okay, last down closing candle. So a bearish last down closing candle. Now, here we're going to have some Gann swings, okay? If we break out of this one, I mean the high of this bearish movement is broken, but the break is using another bullish close, not weak close. So until we have a close using actually a bullish close, so we cannot just use this one. So here we're going to use the Gann swing. Okay, so here I'm just going to make this high of it visible for you. Okay, now then we have an inside bar inside it. Okay, so here the low of the candle is going to be connected to the high of the bullish candle. So it discontinues like this one. And now our Gann swing is formed, right? We have one Gann swing here, another one here, another one here. But we don't have any valid swing yet here, right? This candle by candle, it goes on another Gann swing, Gann swing, Gann swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. But we don't have any valid low or valid high so far. Okay, so this continues and it goes on and on. Now, here in this point, okay, when we have the close of the candle, closing above this candle's high, bearish candles, last down closing candles, using a bullish candle, we have a valid low, right? This is our valid low now. This is the lowest point and we call it valid low. Here it goes on and on. So now we have this last up closing candle. That's why we're considering the low of this candle. Up until this low is broken by a bearish candle like this one or like this one or this one's close, we don't have any valid high. Okay, we are still in up moving leg. So because we had valid low, the job of valid low is making valid high. Okay, so and job of valid high is making valid low. So if we have something in between, we have to delete that. So here we don't have any break at the down, but we have Gann swing. We have one Gann swing here, another one here, another one here, and it gives another Gann swing, another new one, and still we don't have any break. Yeah, this goes on and on and on and on. Here we have a break, but this break is not using close like this one, close of the candle. Okay, we need a close of the candle underneath. So here it couldn't break it. Okay, now, okay, our last up closing candle is transferred to this one. Okay, and later this one, and later this one. We have Gann swing. Now, if we have the breakout this low, this is our last up closing candle, right? We don't consider this one because it is inside the wick of this one. So here, our up closing candle is this one. So the mission is changing from here to there, from here to there, there, and now here. Again, it moves up, and this is our last closing candle, okay? So if we break below low of this one, we have valid low. So we had valid high, valid low here. Here I wanted to say valid high. Here we have valid low. We don't have any valid low or high here, not here. But if we break it here, this candle couldn't close it. So, but this one, okay, as you see, if we compare the lows of this, it goes up. This is our up closing candle. This one broke, and this is our valid high. Okay, so from here to there, we can connect it and say this is up moving candle. Now we are in bearish leg. So now this break defines our bearish movement. Now, if we just compare, this is our last down closing candle. So right away, our last down closing candle's high is taken. Okay, and by the close of a bullish candle. So we have a valid low here. This break defines our valid low, and it goes up. Our last up closing candle is transferred from this one to that one. And here again, now we consider low of this candle, right? Here. And if it is broken, yes, but it is not by close of the bearish candle. It's still not by close of the bearish candle. Here we have the close of bearish candle. So this break defines our valid high. So valid low, valid high, and valid low. So this valid low made a valid high. This valid high made a valid low, and this one is made. So the job of valid high is making valid low, and the job of valid low is making high. And now we have valid high up until it is broken. So it has changed. So this one or that one. So this is valid low. It is coming. This is the last closing candle. Now it is transferred to this one. Here we have last down closing candle. This one is our last down closing candle. Now we are moving the the high of this candle is just our criteria to define valid low. This is now valid high. Valid low by break of this high. Now again, our up closing candle is transferred from here to there. Not here because the close of this candle is not above the high of this week, but this one is. So from here, we transfer to there. Now we consider the low of this candle. Okay. I mean, from there, we're going to move it here. If it breaks, now, as you see, it is broken. We have a valid high there. So now these are our valid valid high and lows, but we have a lot of noises inside this one, right? So if we want to just compare them, okay, compare this valid high and lows and this break of this ones, okay. So we have less valid swings than number of valid swings is much less than number of the valid not valid, sorry, Gann swings. Okay, you see that here? I'm connecting them together. Okay, you see? So we have down, up, down, up. So this one is valid low, valid high, valid low, valid high, valid low, valid high. So you can use also valid high and valid low in your structured time frame. But here you have to just consider like this time that you're looking for any buy here. Okay, maybe here you may be impatient. Okay, here if you're looking for any buy in this phase, you may take some loss. Okay, so this is better to use this time as the valid swings in the lower time frame than a higher time frame to have clear vision where to enter and where our overbought or oversold area is and what the momentum of market is. So that's why we're going to go to, next time we're going to talk about the market cycle and zones. They're very important. Now, how to just turn this, put them all together. Almost 78% of our course is finished. So now we're going to put them all together. Okay. So we're going to combine time frames and how to use them to just make a actually profitable strategy, which is working all the time. Yeah. So stay tuned and take care. See you next time.